Vikings. Hello and welcome to this video on some facts about Vikings. Vikings were some of the most fascinating people in history. They lived more than 1,000 years ago, but their stories and legends still intrigue people today. Vikings were known for their sailing abilities and their explorations, as well as their unique culture and traditions. In this video, we will explore the world of Vikings and learn about their way of life. Vikings were known for their expertise in shipbuilding and navigation, allowing them to travel long distances across the seas. They were also skilled farmers and traders, exporting goods such as furs, timber, and honey. One of the most significant achievements of the Vikings was their exploration of North America, long before the arrival of Christopher Columbus. In the 11th century, Viking explorer Leif Erikson sailed to what is now known as Newfoundland, Canada, and established a settlement called Vinland. The Vikings also left a lasting impact on the English language, with many words of Norse origin still in use today. These include sky, knife, window, and husband. While the Viking Age officially ended in the 11th century, their legacy continues to be felt in modern culture through movies, television shows, and books that feature Viking mythology and history. Who were the Vikings? The Vikings were a group of people from Scandinavia, which is now the countries of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. They lived from the 8th to the 11th centuries and were known for their seafaring abilities and exploration of new lands. What did the Vikings look like? Vikings were tall and strong, with blonde or red hair and blue or green eyes. They were skilled warriors and often wore helmets and armor in battle. What did Vikings eat? Vikings ate a variety of foods, including meat, fish, vegetables, and bread. They also drank a lot of mead, which is an alcoholic beverage made from honey. What did Vikings believe in? Vikings believed in a number of gods and goddesses, including Thor, Odin, and Freya. They also believed in an afterlife in which they would join their ancestors in a great hall called Valhalla. What were Vikings known for? Vikings were known for their seafaring abilities, their exploration of new lands, and their fierce warrior culture. They also had a rich tradition of storytelling and poetry. What were Viking ships like? Viking ships were long and narrow, with shallow drafts that allowed them to navigate shallow waters. They were often decorated with intricate carvings and were designed to be very fast and agile. What were Viking raids like? Viking raids were often sudden and brutal. Vikings would sail up to a village or town, attack it, and then quickly retreat before reinforcements could arrive. They were known for their ferocity in battle and their ability to strike fear into their enemies. What happened to the Vikings? The Vikings gradually settled into the lands they had explored, including England, Scotland, Ireland, and parts of Europe. They eventually became Christians and merged with the local populations, leaving behind a rich legacy of art, literature, and mythology. Why do we still talk about the Vikings today? The Vikings were a fascinating people with a unique culture and traditions. They were also some of the greatest explorers and sailors in history. Today, we still talk about the Vikings and study their history because they were an important part of European history and their legacy still influences our culture today. What is a Viking helmet called? A Viking helmet is called a Spangenhelm. It was made of iron or leather and had a nose guard and cheek flaps for protection in battle. Did Vikings really have horns on their helmets? Contrary to popular belief, Vikings did not wear helmets with horns on them. This is a myth that was popularized in the 19th century by artists and writers who wanted to make the Vikings look more fierce and barbaric. In conclusion, the Vikings were a fascinating group of people who left behind a rich legacy of art, literature, and mythology. Their seafaring abilities and exploration of new lands make them an important part of world history, and their culture and traditions continue to intrigue people today. Like the video and remember to subscribe to our channel.